What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are at the Cherokee National Enduro. Back to National Enduro races, and man, was I excited to get to this one. We're in Greensboro, Georgia today, and I'm on road number 32, starting test number 2 here. For those of you guys wondering, I'm riding a Husqvarna TX 300i, and we pretty much had perfect conditions all day. The soil is pretty loamy for the most part, and then there was some spots that was clay, and it was pretty icy in there just because like the soil had some moisture in it, so the clay was kind of turned to ice and made it a little slick. But other than that, it was just about perfect. I was staying at Stuart Baylor's place the week before this, and it was pretty dry there, so I was a little scared it may be a bit dry here, but it turned out to be perfect. I think they got a storm or something on Friday or maybe Thursday and made it pretty perfect. But last year it was pretty good up until I think about the last 2 tests. There was some slick spots throughout the day, but those last 2 tests it downpoured on us and made it super slick last year. So kind of opposite conditions this year, but it was just about perfect today. Little mistake there, and that was definitely what I needed to limit throughout the day. Had a few tip overs, and on some of these slick routes just lost the front end sometimes, and really just needed to limit those throughout the day. But felt okay. Other than that, felt pretty good, like I was flowing all right, but just needed to really work on limiting the mistakes throughout the day for sure. This trail was super fun though, with the conditions being good, and then also the trail itself, like how it was laid out and how they cut it and everything, really flowed pretty good. And then the last test, I may put the raw video out or something, may include that in another video, but that last test was super tight, and that one was actually my favorite, but it was just wiggling through trees the whole time. But it was definitely a fun one. Had to be really careful on those bridges not to accelerate too much or put on the brakes too much, because if you did, you'd be down in the ditch. Those things are slick and always are every single year. So here I got Ben Kelly behind me from the row back, and let him go by real quick and then try to jump in behind him and follow him. It's crazy how smooth these guys are. Just one little mistake right there, and boom, he's gone. This right here was one of those clay sections that was a little slick. You kind of had to be careful where you put the tires and how fast you're coming into things. But thanks for everybody at the Cherokee for letting us race, and definitely had some fun. I ended up the day 15th overall and then 9th in Pro 2 class. So not a terrible day, but definitely would like to do better and put it up there a bit farther. So going to work on some things, and we'll see you guys back at the next one.